All right, class. So today we're going to go over your final timeline project that we're going to be doing. What we're going to be using is TikiTalki.com. What this is it's a timeline that you can create online to show different periods in time, basically. As you know, with our project, you're going to focus on you can focus on a particular event and tell the timeline of that event. You can go across the time of a unit. You can tell the history of the United States if you wanted to, as it obtains to this class. So I'm going to show you how to use it. So you're going to go to login right there. Don't remember what my username was. I think it was, yep, there it is. Put in your password. And log in. I'm going to save that. Hide that. Cool. I've already started on one. So you're going to go to US History 2. It'll walk you through this whole thing to get you started. It's pretty simple. So yeah, this is my timeline, and I'm just going to what I've done so far is just put in the standards just so that you can have a vision of what needs to go in here. See, these are all the ones that I've put in. So if I wanted to go to industrialization, it'll take me there. Reform movements, big stick diplomacy is one I just kind of threw in there. So these are the different standards that we have in this unit. So to show you how to use it, I'm gonna just add in one of the standards, and as you know, for this, what I want is I want a title, as you can see here. Let me move it out of the way. I want a title, date of when it was going on, and then a description. And this should be something that you should be able to teach the students in your group that you're doing this with, and a picture, just so that we can get more of a visual on it. So yeah, as you open it, you should have your picture, economic boom and bust. I don't know why that is always in the way. I got to find a way to fix that. And then your description. You should be able to teach off of that. So real quick, also, when you go to your timeline, you can always go to your setting. This is a part that we're going to talk about. So this is kind of the start date. I just did beginning of the unit till 2018. You're going to type in your intro, and this is just, you could put my timeline for United States History 2. It'll be a lot more for you. I'm just doing it for the purposes. And then about, for mine, for example, is all the standards. So on this timeline, you will find all of the standards for United States History 2 and descriptions. Yeah. Then you can always go around, mess with it how you like. You can have in a background color, the color of these of the years right here. So if I wanted to click that and change it to blue, I could change it back. Actually, I kind of like blue. I'm going to keep that. And then you can always put in a background image, and we're going to go through kind of how to do that to put in the image. That's what this map is right here. You can always just have it as, so if I wanted to, here, I'll take that out. Actually, I'm going to copy that first. And if I deleted it, saved, it would just go to whatever color I had back here. And you could always change that. But like I said, I kind of like that. So you always got to click through and save to put it in. All right, so going back to our story. So I'm going to create one real quick just with our standards, just so you can get the basic picture of how to do it. So this is where you're going to basically live. So you want to go to create new story right here. So you're going to click that. and your new story is going to pop up, and that's where you're going to start. So if we just go over here to our standards, I have the Cold War and a changing America. So I'm going to go back to that. I'm going to click that in my title. So Cold War and a changing America. Always try to make it, look as professional as you can. The start date for this one, I'm just going to go with what we have on here, 1950 through 2000. So I'm going to go here, and I'm just going to type in 1950 through 2000. And you can always put in dates too. This is just going off of May 1st. Always put in dates, and you would just put that as for May 1st, for example, would be 5-1-1950, and it'll just change it for you. And then you're going to put in your intro, your introduction. This is where what you're going to put in and what you're going to be reading off of, or teaching your small group off of. So you'll go to, so for this, for example, I've just been copying, pasting, do not do this. This is just for example. I will have a finished product that you can look at. So, but this is where you're going to type in what you're going to teach off of. And then you're going to enter the story here. So yeah, I just took the standard, put it there. And then one other part that, always save. You always have to save, because that's how it's going to change. You want to go to, each one of them has to have a picture. So you want to just go to media, add new media, and we're still on the Cold War and changing America. And then this is where you're going to just enter a UDL for the picture that you want. So I have one here. I just wanted to use something like this. So you're just going to copy image address. You just right click it or double click it, whatever you do to get to that part. And I just do copy image address. You can always add your own photos. You can save them to your computer and then import them like that as well. And then I'm just gonna paste it there. And then you can always add a caption to that picture if you wanted to add a little bit more information on that. Like, this picture shows this, that you can show to your audience, give you a little bit more to talk about. And then you can click save, and then boom, there it is. You can also do this adding media. You can always add videos, do it through, or audio if you find different sources that you want to add to that as well. Like I said, caption them. That's basically all that I'm expecting. There's other things, like there's a 3D. There's like a 3D model that you can do some way, somehow. You can always go and do that. So yeah, feel free to explore everything that we have on here, being able to print off your timelines. But that's just what I'm expecting through this project. And so just a quick review. You can go to your timelines, right? Where'd my timelines go? Yep. Stories. Okay. You can have them. You can always edit them, delete them, create new story. That's where you'll type in everything. I don't want a new story. And then through that, you can always add media, go through and yeah. So, like I said, hopefully this can paint a little bit clearer picture of what I'm looking for. You can, if you wanted to, you could just do a time period that interests you. You can do from 1880 to 1920 and tell the history of like those reform movements during that time, or America on the global stage, picking a standard and sticking with it. Or you could tell the story of America through 20 big events that happened. It's really up to you. So yeah, that's about it. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in class.